Jumbo, everyone. Radja here. Be more, give more daily. Always a thrill to connect with you. Now, they say cats have 9 lives. Cats have 9 lives. So that means they can afford to make mistakes. They can afford to be bold. They can take risks because, they have 9 opportunities to get it right. But you and I have one, supposedly. We have one life. And I'm going to challenge that assumption today because I actually believe we get 2 lives. We have 2 lives, but many of us only live one. And here's what I mean. Many of us do not take advantage of that second option. So you're born not because you chose to be born. It's because parents or something happened that created you. That's one. So basically, you're at the mercy of the world. That's number one. Number two, think about your name. Someone gave you that name. Good or bad, it's not yours. Someone granted you that name. Someone decided that this is what you're going to be called. And that's it. That's who you are today. Think about brain development. 7 years, the first 7 years, 7 or 8 years is when really the brain forms and becomes fully operational. And who's doing the programming during that time? Mom, dad, uncles, aunts, grandparents, adults, your kindergarten teacher, preschool, daycare, nanny, television, apps, you name it. All of the programming that goes into your fully developed brain in the first 7, 8 years are made by people, most of them with good intentions, but they're using whatever's available to them to basically mold and shape who you are, who I am. And you think about how that goes on and on and on. What society tells us, the color of your skin, your thoughts, religion, faith. You didn't choose. 9 out of 10 times, your parents took you to church. Your parents took you to a synagogue. Your parents took you to the mosque. So all of these important things about who you are were at the mercy of other people. It was never really you. It was never really you. It was society. It was the environment. It was people shaping who you are. In other words, they were at the wheels of your car, of your life. At what point in your development, at what point in your journey did you say, okay, it's my turn, let me get the wheels, and let me actually direct my life the way I see fit? Or was it just a mere continuation of what society had already programmed in you? Now I'm talking about the second life. The chance for us to really examine everything that was programmed in us but left unchecked. The belief system that we have, how we feel about ourselves, all of these things are automatic when other people program it in us. But when do you stop and say, let me examine everything about my life? Let me go through a personal introspection. Now, I don't know. It could be at age 16. It could be at 18. It could be at 21. It could be at 30. It could be at 50. The point is this. Many of us do not take the time to check these things, and we just perpetuate it. We just continue it. That's just the way we've always believed. That's just the way I was raised. Well, those are cop-outs. You know, it's been said that an unexamined life is not worth living. An unexamined life is not worth living. Well, guess what that means? An unexamined life, that's life one. An examined life, that's life two, because now you're intentional. Now you're truly responsible to undo some of the things that you don't agree with, to unlearn some of the stuff that, is not congruent with who you really feel you are. Now, many of us don't actually get to do that work so we can fully rewire, reprogram ourselves based on us, not the leftovers of our grandparents, parents, society, and all that good stuff. I'm not saying these are bad things. I'm saying check, check, re-examine everything. All the stuff that you just believe because you heard it said at a Christmas table or Thanksgiving lunch or whatever. And we just keep that story going without ever checking it. I'm asking you to start your second life. If you haven't already, start your second life by undoing, unlearning, reprogramming, rewiring, because it's really your choice. All right, that's the second life I'm talking about. And I hope you take the time to do just that and enjoy it, because that's truly the one that you are responsible for, not your parents, not your grandparents, not society. You. That is personal responsibility and maturity when we actually take the wheels and live a examined life. All right? Be more, give more. Cheers.